everybody, Bonnie Lee here. Sort of looks like I'm doing a news desk, doesn't it? Well, that's kind of true. I've got some seriously great news on OceaniaCruises. Walt and I were just delighted to be able to spend 10 days on the Oceania Riviera doing Asia. So we started in Hong Kong, we worked our way to Thailand, up to Japan, and then over to Seoul, Korea. I've never sailed on Oceania before, so I was really excited to be able to do it. I did it from the beginning process to the end, choosing a cabin, choosing the itinerary, and putting everything together. So I learned more than just a little bit along the way, and I'm excited to be able to share that with you. So here we go. From the Oceania News Desk, today we present Bonnie Lee. Here I am. Okay, so like any good newscaster, I do have to have some notes. I cannot forget some of these things. So one of the interesting things that I found out ahead of time is booking the drink package. Now, normally when you do a cruise and you're booking drink packages for your clients or for yourself, all people within the stateroom or cabin do have to purchase the drink package. On Oceania, that is not the case. I purchased the drink package. Walt doesn't really drink very little, but he loves his coffee. So all of the coffee was complimentary. So there was no need to really purchase for Walt the drink package. And that was really kind of a great thing for me to see, that I didn't have to have both of us on that drink package. So my suggestion there, truly on the drink package, is go online, encourage your clients to purchase it ahead of time, or you purchase ahead of time. There is a true savings on that. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So because I had the drink package, what did that mean? The moment we got on the ship, we went up, sat on the back of the ship. What is that called? The stern, I believe. Sat down for lunch. A gentleman came up and said, "What would you like to drink?" And I said, "A glass of champagne." And it was included in my package. So that's kind of a great selling feature for travel agents and a wonderful feature for consumers to have that as a possibility. So that's my tip on the drink package. Do try to purchase it ahead of time. It will save you some serious money. And remember, both people in the cabin do not have to purchase it. Now, excursions. The excursions can and should be purchased ahead of time. Some of them sell out. So as soon as you book, get online, log into your Oceania account, and choose the excursions you want and do book them. There are excursions that are OE, which I believe stand for Oceania Exclusive. These are, I think it's exclusive. Don't exactly take me word for word, but it is an OE. So these are smaller groups, smaller buses, smaller groups, which gives you a little bit more of an intimate feeling when you have your guide and you are within your destination. I have to tell you, the organization on the Riviera, or I am going to guess on any Oceania cruise ship, to get the guests from the ship to the excursion was amazing. No waiting around. It was come to the Horizon area or come to the auditorium at this time, get your number, boom, your number's called, and out the door you go. It was smooth and it was easy. Sometimes those things on larger cruise ships might be a little janky. I did not experience that at all on Oceania. The excursions were so well organized. Excellent. One thing I will say, on some of the excursions we were on, we did not have whispers. You know, you put the little hearing thing in, your guide is talking and everyone can hear. Some of them we did not have it, which made it difficult, if not impossible, to hear your guide. When we got back on the ship, we simply went down to the destination desk and chatted with them, and they were very interested in listening to us, and potentially they will make amends for that in one way or another. So if this does happen to you and you are unhappy with the experience, then don't take that home with you. Talk to the ship while you are there. Go down to the destination desk and do let them know. Now, how do you dress on an Oceania? You can dress any way you want. You can be very casual. You can be very dressed up. The most important thing that a guest on the ship would want to remember is to be respectful where you're going and what you're wearing. If you're getting up in the morning and you're gonna have coffee, I can tell you I saw some people with some really unmanaged hair in the morning, but just be respectful and you will fit in wherever it is you are, as long as you pay attention to that. Now, we were in a B2 cabin category on deck 8. We had a veranda. It wasn't a suite, but I gotta tell you, this cabin, the storage, I found drawers the day I was packing to leave that I never even used, and that never happens to me. So the storage in the cabin was just beyond what I needed. Now let's step into the bathroom. The bathroom, the storage, again, amazing. We will have some photos and I'll share those out so you can actually see it. The storage, we had a cabinet with glass doors that you could open and put your things in. That also had a tabletop area on it to put things on and drawers down below. So the bathroom, the shower was huge. Probably the biggest I've ever been in on a ship, and the sink area was great. So the cabin, all in all, was magnificent. We did have a balcony, and one thing I liked about our balcony on deck 8, and I think we were like 8140, is you walked out on the balcony and you had a roof. There was obviously a cabin or a stateroom balcony above you, which was fabulous because we had a couple of rainy days, which meant that we could step out on our balcony and the rain wasn't hitting us. But as I looked over the edge on ours, people down below, they couldn't use theirs unless they had an umbrella because they were out in the rain. So that's kind of something else to take into consideration when you are choosing the cabin and the deck on the ship that you might be sailing on. I'm just gonna look down, make sure I got everything done. Yes, I did. Now, what in the heck is there to do on an Oceania, or the Oceania I was on, the Riviera? Let me tell you, hot tub, nice and hot. In the pool, it is warm. It's not heated, but it definitely was not air temperature because it was a bit chilly when we were there. So I could go from the hot tub into the pool, and when I went into the pool, I was not going, not at all. It was great. So the pool area was wonderful. Lots of chairs to sit in. I never had to look for a chair, but then again, like I said, the weather wasn't perfect. We weren't in the Caribbean, so there weren't a lot of people out enjoying it anyways. But all around the pool deck area, there's great little side areas to sit in that are kind of private, let's say. So you could sit with your friends, have a drink. There's a bar right there. They come and they wait on you. So the whole idea of the pool deck for me was just very relaxing, and it was very rewarding just to be able to sit and enjoy what had happened in the day or what might happen in the day. So they did have 2 hot tubs and they were incredibly warm in the great pool, all out on that pool deck. Okay, I got all of that. Oh, they've got a walking track. It was fabulous. I saw people walking all the time on that walking track. Ping pong. I did partake in ping pong just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not that good at ping pong, but it was fun. We also could play pickleball, a couple of pickleballers in our group, and mini golf. Walter Lee now is the champion of the world when it comes to mini golf, apparently. I was not there when they played the game, but he did come back to the cabin and he told me that. So these are all enjoyable things that you can do when you're on the cruise. If you have a day at sea, or if you get home or get back to the ship before your excursion or after your excursion, lots of fun things to do. Oh my gosh, the gym, the workout area was so busy all the time. Now, maybe it was because this, for some people, was a longer cruise. You could go on segments of it. So some people had already been on the ship like 28 days, and I guess they really felt like they needed to work out because the food's really good. So in order to eat as much as they wanted, they did have to work out. So the gym is great, always very busy. It had a cooler in the back that was full of energy drinks as well to keep you hydrated. So you just go in, you grab an energy drink, and you're out the door. You can also find the juice bar where you could get some great juices. I had one that totally puckered me, but I could feel that it was good for my soul and good for my digestion. The spa, acupuncture, which I didn't take part in the acupuncture because I had a terrible sciatic nerve problem when I got on the ship. When I got off, I did not have that sciatic nerve problem, and I've been kind of struggling with that. So you can enjoy or take part in the acupuncture. Facial deep tissue. Interesting is you can go up to the spa and enjoy the steam room and the sauna and the quiet waiting rooms, or relaxation rooms, I guess they call them, that have those heated beds. All of those are included in your sailing, so you can easily go up and enjoy all of those. They do have a private outdoor terrace area that does have its own whirlpool and a whole seating area. Now, I did say the words outside, so that area is outside. If you're sailing and in maybe a cooler climate, I would tell your clients just maybe purchase one day at a time. In the ship we were on, again, the Riviera, it was $25 per person per day. So I think it would probably depend on the temperature outside if that would be something you would want, purely because it is outside, but it would be very, very private. I never found any part of the spa to be super busy, and every single day I did the steam room and I did the sauna. I did both of those every day, and I usually went in and just kind of relaxed, a little bit before I went on to my day. The entertainment, I am going to say that entertainment was probably the best I had ever enjoyed. It was just amazing. I loved the entertainment. Guest speaker. We had, I wish I could remember her name. I tried to look it up online and I couldn't. We had a woman who was the guest speaker. So she talked about Taiwan, about Nagasaki, about Seoul, Korea, about all the different places we went. So engaging. Like, that woman brought you to the destination with her talks. Besides all of that, when we went ashore the next day or later that day, depending on when her talk was, I really felt like I could get so much more out of the excursion because I had listened to her talk. Amazing, amazing woman. So I would say their shore excursion talks and their guest lecturers, hands down, the best I had ever experienced. The woman was amazing. And bingo! Sea-Day, they have bingo. Now, if you have the drink package when you're doing bingo, you can also get a Bloody Mary with a beer chaser. Excellent. The conversations that happen in there, they have a lot of bingo lingo, apparently. I'm not a real bingo person, but I think I have become a real bingo person. So I learned a little bingo lingo, which I can't repeat here. Not that it was bad. I can't repeat it because I can't remember it. So that is the whole idea behind the bingo. They have a lot. The library has 5 distinct little seating areas that are very private. So maybe 4 leather chairs to sit in, 3, 2, but surrounded by books. It's a U shape and it looks out at the whole overlooks the whole ship. The library is amazing. The books are categorized. It's not a mess that you can't find what you're looking for. The library was a perfect place of solitude. Now, a tip there is, if it's a rainy day, if it's a cool day, if it's a day at sea, you probably will want to get there early to get kind of one of those cozy areas. Right next to it is the whole internet area. So if one of you wanted to do a little bit of internet in your phone, you didn't want to use your phone or your computer, maybe something like that, there's a bar. You could grab a quick drink. A coffee bar. You can grab a quick coffee, a cappuccino, a latte, whatever you might be looking for. And you could put a little Bailey's in that if you had the drink package, and snacks. Okay, I keep saying if you had the drink package. If you didn't have the drink package, can you still get Bailey's in your coffee? Yes, of course. You're just paying for it one Bailey's at a time. So I only say that because we were on a longer sailing, and it did pay off for me, I will tell you that. The Culinary Center, you can learn some different cooking things. I didn't do any of those. Why didn't I? Not sure. But the whole setting of the culinary area was really very inviting when I looked in and saw it. Very, very perfect. The game room. Okay, remember, we were going Hong Kong to Seoul. The Mahjong games that were happening in that game room, oh my God, the dice were clink, 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 clinking, and things were dropping and words were being yelled. It was an active room. What else do they have in there? They have all kinds of games. From, I can't even think, like Foursquare or whatever, all the way down to maybe playing Scrabble. And they have a ton of puzzles if you're a puzzler. And I believe they had like 6 tables. So it's not like they only had 2 tables. They had a lot of area within the game room to really enjoy yourself. And the game room is right on the other side of the coffee bar that was right next to the library. So they're all kind of right in a row there. But I really loved the game room. I loved the action that was going in on there. Now maybe we can talk a little bit about the different places to eat. My favorite, and Oceania is known for its food, so they have all those, really, really fabulous specialty dinings like the Red Ginger, Jacques, Polo, and Reserve, and I will talk about them. But my absolute favorite was the buffet. The food on the buffet, the selection was amazing. You want grilled lobster at night. I think out of our 10-night sailing, 6 nights had grilled lobster. You can always pick up a steak there. The salads, the fruits, the breads, the soups, everything came together so perfectly. So when you say buffet and you say Oceania, what you can really say is yum. Absolutely delicious selections of different foods. My favorite place, my absolute favorite place, was called the Waves Grill. I don't know if grill was actually at the end of it, maybe it was just Waves, but that particular place to dine is right outside of the buffet. And it is outside. It's very well shielded from the ocean, or, from the outside. It's got windows, and on a beautiful day, they kind of open the windows up, but it's sitting right there. You are literally outside. This way is the outside, and right here is the grill. The morning, you can go up there and get your omelet. Hardly anyone ever there. You just give your order to the person. They give you a little number. You put it on your table, and in 5 minutes, you have your omelet hot off the grill right in front of you. It's a perfect place to dine or pick up coffee, whatever you might want. Now, lunchtime. Lunchtime at Waves was amazing. Here's my tip to tell your clients. Order the surf and turf. Now you guys that know me are saying, Bonnie, hello, you're a vegetarian. You do not eat the turf part. I would eat the surf. But every single day it's available at lunch, and it's a lobster-sized medallion, maybe about that big, sitting on top of a couple of little slices of steak on an amazing bun with a dress. Am I drooling? I think I might be drooling. With an amazing dressing. So every day, Walt was able to partake and have the steak And I would have those lobster medallions every day at lunch. So I would encourage you, if you are sailing on the Riviera or if you are recommending it to a client, make sure that they look at Horizons. It is open for, oh, not Horizons. I said Horizons, Waves. I always want to call it Horizon. Probably because I saw the Horizon there one day. I don't know. Make sure you recommend Waves. Breakfast, lunch, and your evening meal. It's extraordinary. Oh, and by the way, they have fresh made pizza there. You order your margarita from the gentleman right over here. It cooks. They bring the little thing out that goes on your table, and he comes over with a pizza that is literally the same temperature as the grill. That's how fast it gets to your table. And even if you have decided to dine in the buffet, because maybe it's a little chilly out here, that's not a problem. You can go get your table in the buffet, go out, order whatever it is you might want at the grill area, tell them where you're sitting, they'll give you a number, and you sit down and they bring it to you, so you can still have all those deliciously quick options that they do have there and still be eating in the dining room. So you're partaking of a lot of different things. So definitely remember Waves, and to either recommend it or try it when you're on this fabulous ship. High tea. Oh my gosh. I'm not a high tea kind of gal. The high tea is actually held in the Horizons bar area, same place that you play bingo. They go together, bingo, high tea, not at the same time. Definitely, well, it might be the same crowd, I don't know. But when you're doing high tea, the tables are set. They've got linen, they've got those lovely sandwiches. It is just a really refined atmosphere, a place to come and enjoy a little bit of quiet and calm in the afternoon, share some stories with your friends. Perfect area. And again, that's the high tea. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. It's definitely out of the ordinary for someone like myself, but I totally enjoyed it. People got there so early just to get the tables by the windows. Okay, you're thinking, oh, sure, there's 5 windows, so I got to get there super early. No. The Horizons area is huge. Tons of windows, and the light is spilling in. So no matter what you're in the Horizons bar area for, you will actually love it. There's plenty of bars around, like little ones here, little ones there. They never felt crowded to me. Many of them actually had just some music playing outside of it. They had a cello and a violin and a couple of other things one night. I totally enjoyed it. Just enough music that it filled the air, but not music too loud that you felt like it was overpowering your moment. It was just enough that it wafted along, and you really felt the specialty of the music, and you felt and you were able to enjoy the moment with, even if it's you by yourself, with your significant other, or with friends and family. It's perfect, and so many bars to choose from. Now, we have to get to the most exciting part of sailing on Oceania, and I know you're wondering about this. Laundry. I thought it was really interesting as I'm getting myself ready, viewing the ship, trying to memorize a couple of things so I'm totally not like a deer in the headlights. I wanted to know about laundry. So every single floor on the Riviera has a laundry room. Ooh, laundry room. Have you ever lived in an apartment? Sometimes laundry rooms are not so fun. These laundry rooms are pleasant and they're clean. I think they had, the ship we were on had 3 washers, 3 dryers. But remember, on every single deck. Easy to find. You're walking down the corridor and it says laundry room, and you go on in. They have an iron if you want to press something. Truth be told, I never pressed anything. I don't press things at home. But if you wanted to, you actually had that available. Great laundry baskets if you're taking the stuff back. And the soap is included. It's sitting right there. You just put it in this little cup and put it in your machine. And maybe laundromats show this, but when you put your clothes in the washer, it said this will be done in 32 minutes. So I could set my phone to 32 minutes, go off, do what I wanted to, come back, take the laundry out and put it in the dryer, and the dryer said the same thing. And if you run into a fact that maybe my floor is full, remember, every single floor has them. Now, I don't want to end with the laundromat. That just doesn't sound fun or enticing when you're talking about Oceania and all that they have to offer to their guests. What I would like to end with is how wonderfully beautiful the ship was, the artwork, everything felt just like home. It was beautiful, but it felt also like home. Now, how they actually did that, because my home is not filled with beautiful artwork. Oh, there are some things from my kids that they drew in 3rd grade that I thought was beautiful artwork back then. But the point is, there are so many spaces on the Oceania Riviera that feel like home. You don't feel like you're on a giant ship. Well, you're not. You're on a smaller ship. But I loved that about Oceania. The staff, I loved the staff. I loved having champagne on the back deck every single day when it was sunny. I loved toasting the morning. I loved toasting the afternoon. And I loved toasting the evening. So I am going to toast to Oceania right now. I don't have champagne, but I do have a cup of delicious blackberry tea here. So I am going to say cheers to Oceania. You all did a fabulous job on our trip. Can't wait to sail on you again. Bye.